Hello, it is I, the Canada Cup Series, and today we'll be talking about, well, the Canada Cup Series Daytona Speed Weeks news. This will cover the pole award winner and the door races. Practice and stuff we're not going to matter about because, well, it's practice. It's not really a factor into the main event. But hey, what else we can do? So without further ado, let's get into it. So we'll start with the pole award winner. That went to Megan Rutt. Surprised it's her first career pole in the series, even though she's been around since, well, the very beginning of the series, to be fair. This is also Trackhouse's first career pole in the series as well, though they've only been around since 2022, so they want something at least finally in the series. So second though is not a big surprise. Peggy Bishop, she'll start second in the 500s. She usually qualifies up front in all the super races, and this is no surprise here. So it's the first front row start for Spark Motorsports, so there's some credit there for them. So we also had some open cars make the field as well. Sarcastically, both cars who got the stuff in were sarcastically both from the Legacy Motor Club. Jalen Douglas, 17th fastest, was the fastest out of the open cars, meaning he'll lock himself into the 500. And Bernie Murray, who was 23rd fastest, also locked himself in the 500 as well. So Toyota's looking pretty fast. We'll see what happens in their door races. On Friday morning to be exact, we had our duel races, duel number 1 and duel number 2. We'll start with duel number 1. So, in this duel we had, well, it was mainly dominated by the Ford drivers. There was like 14 of them, and they kind of just dominated the whole race. Jake Hodgkiss was the Ford who won the race. RFK Racing, this is their first unofficial win. That is not a points-paying win. They haven't won a points race in quite some time, but Jake Hodgkiss got the dub. Megan Bell gave him a big push in the final lap, passing Abigail Pentland, who held her ground. I mean, the Chevys did hold their ground. There were only quite a few of them. Her, Cameron was in the race, and a few other Toyotas as well, but they were just outmatched by the Fords. So she'll finish third in this race, but Megan Bell will pass her for second. Jake Hodgkiss, obviously, like we said, gets a dub. Further down, you see Dom Hopkins, who was only announced a few weeks ago to drive for Red Bull Racing part-time. He'll make the 500 with big thanks from Ryan Cook, who did give him a big shove. And taking a final transfer spot will be Daria Zamora. Hopefully, I still can't remember right. She'll make the final field in a very close finish. The three-way finish between her, Katie, and Archie for Rick Ware and Richard Childress. And this is Rev Racing as well. They also make the final field as well, so congrats to them. Obviously, there are a few other teams who do miss the race. Katie Barnes for Rick Ware Racing, Archie Price, he won't make the final field. Charlie and Cross, kind of a no-show at the end. Guy Schofield, he was going to get some help, but we'll talk about something that happened in the only incident in this race in a sec. He only Legacy McClellan had not the fire on the field. Then you got other guys like Dan Lake, Ashton Hicks, Madison Capel, who I honestly thought would have some of a run since she's with JC Dory Racing. They are going to B race, but again, she was just a no-show. Then Sky Nicholas and Lewis Norman just driving for backmarker teams. They really had no chance. Then the others in the race, Ethan Hudd and Dylan Bell, one of the open cars, they wrecked out early in the race. Ethan Hudd trying to give Dylan a big shove in the corner in turn 4. Got him loose, slid onto Jalen Doherty, who had just instant bystander. And Dylan came back, ran from Ethan, and slammed both of them standing hard into the outside wall, taking them both out of the race. Ethan will go to a backup car, so that's not good for him, but not so good either for Dylan Bell. He will not make the final field as well, so what a way to go out for him. And here are your Duel 2 results. Less competitive field, though only for one major reason. And yes, Evie Williams for Spy Motorsports gets their first unofficial win in the Canada Cup Series, since obviously this is obviously just a non-points paying race. Evie Williams gets her first dual win as a driver, so congrats to her. Ashley Hickman gave her a big shove. And, well, maybe it was more single-file train race, and she was just, again, for one reason, and we'll get to that in a second. So, Eva Williams gets the dub, Ashley Hickman finished second, Archie Price third, Chelsea Ladaba in her first start finished fourth, and Cody Bartlett, who's actually getting a nice top 5. See, that's where JGT Roy Racing, I suspect, should be. I don't know what happened to Madison. Fraser Willis, he'll be the first open car to make it, finishing a very strong 8th. Congrats to him. Riley Willis gave him a big shove. Lewis Goodwin, his Suzuki debut, finishes 9th, but we'll get to him in a second. Bernie Martin finished 15th, and Aaron Swallows, again for Web Racing, barely gets into the 500 over Jonah Hopkins for McAnally Racing. But sadly, they will not make the 500 field. Nor will Corey Anlin. Obviously, a few weeks ago, he was announced he was driving for McLaren Racing. Kyron Sparks, Preston Hotwood, Stephen Buckingham, Nellie Muffet, Richie Griffiths, and will not make the final field either. But there was another incident as well that took place in the race. Coming on the front straightaway, Lewis Goodwin, obviously, he doesn't know how racing these speeds race just yet, since obviously he's new to this. Was driving right behind Ryan Wilkerson as the Prescott, got Ryan loose, found him high to outside wall, kind of reminiscent to what happened to Ryan Blaney his door race the night before. Ryan was flying hard to the outside wall, collecting the field drives with him, including Ashton Jackson, Maisie Sparks, James McKenzie got involved. Alex Prescott also got involved as well, but he managed to only spin to the inside. He managed to recover and finish 11th, but he should have finished higher, to be fair. He did collect 2 open cars as well, including Bella Ford and Charlie Norman. Norman's car was all torn out, so his race was done. And Bella Ford tried to get that car repaired, but on the 5-minute crash clock, it didn't prevail, so her race was done as well, because just too much damage to the 84.5 machine. So she sadly will miss the 500 field, so tough break for her and everyone else. However, there was one more spot in the 500. The 43rd and final spot will go to Sophie Buckingham. There was a fan vote, unlike the Cup Series. There will be a fan vote for the 43rd and final spot in 500. Sophie won the fan vote, so she'll make the 500 field. So, NBN Motorsports goes out for the 500 with some good luck, since they did miss the Xfinity race due to post-race qualifying with David Starr. So, they got some good luck in the end. So, congrats to Sophie. Good luck to win the 500. And now right there first is your whole Daytona Speed Week's news for the kind of Cup Series. The race will be on Monday night, depending on how the weather's going to be. Hopefully it's going to be good weather, since the 500 might be postponed due to, Mother Nature and that. But we'll see what happens. Hopefully the results will get out on Tuesday, so you guys see who finished where. And that's about it. So that's the kind of Cup Series. Sign up for now. We see you all whenever we see you all again.